Okay, now that you've learned how to activate your deep abdominals, we want to add in the upper body for a posture from eventually head to toe is what our goal is. And so what we're going to train today is what we call the serratus anterior. It's our punching muscle. And the best way to activate that muscle is actually to think about punching from your armpit, pinkies forward. So almost like this line from the armpit forward towards the pinky. So we're going to practice that in the 90-90 position so we can also tie in deep abdominals, possibly hamstrings, maybe sometimes your inner thighs or your outer thighs. And so we can kind of play with this exercise. Like all of our other 90-90 work, the most important piece is long, strong spine. So making sure those ribs are down. So you could potentially use a pillow, a block, a wedge, a rolled up yoga mat under your head or your shoulders to make sure you have that. And then once you get good at the press through the serratus or through the armpit, we want to be able to use some resistance. So that's why I have the pull-up strap today. We want a super light resistance, but we're going to practice without it, and then I'll show you with it. So lying back in that 90-90 position, you want to find, I'm going to place this a little lower. You want to find that nice long spine, knees and hips at 90. Make sure your ribs are down. Then you're going to find your zip through your core and your activation through your hamstrings. So you should find that wheel of your pelvis turning back. You should feel long and strong through your core. You're not crunching right now. You're just zipping. And then you're going to reach towards the ceiling. And what you're going to think about is as you're reaching those pinkies up towards the ceiling, you're pressing from the armpit, your ribs are getting pushed back like a drawer. So a dresser drawer, as you push it back, it doesn't tip up or down, it just sinks in. So you're thinking about ribs pressing back, pinkies reaching forward. Breathing and reaching and trying to maintain that width and spreading through those shoulder blades as you're reaching up. Good. And then once you feel comfortable with that, you feel like everything's connected, everything's engaged, and you want a little bit of a challenge, that's where you add the band. So the band is behind my shoulder blades. I'm putting it in my thumbs because sometimes it hurts my pinky, but we still want to think about pushing from the pinky. So sometimes I'll do in the pinky space, it just depends. And what you're going to do is you're going to activate hamstrings, activate deep abdominals, and reach. So again, reaching through my pinkies. You could also do arm movements where you're keeping everything engaged, still reaching through your pinkies, but starting to find that serratus in different angles of the shoulder. See if you can hold 10, 15, 20 seconds and do a few repetitions. Okay? Now we're driving our posture from our lower half to our upper half. I hope you find this exercise helpful. Enjoy.